So we are heading out for another action-packed weekend. On a Thursday we're leaving, and tomorrow is a work remote from the RV in Tippecanoe.
Tippecanoe State Park in Winamac, Indiana. Now that's one of our favorite places that we like to go. We don't get there very often. Ever since COVID, it's a little hard to get into some of the more popular state parks because everybody and their mother wants to get in there. But this is a great time to go. It's a little on the chilly side. It's before the camping season starts, and we're looking forward to it.
Stay with us, and we will let you in on a little bit of the Tippecanoe layout of their park. And we'll also give you the 3 things we like and the 3 things we dislike. And
In 500 feet, arrive at Tippecanoe State Park.
coming up to the gatehouse.
Park open, no entrance fee. Property closes at 11. I don't see anybody here.
There may not be.
There is
Nobody
nobody
there.
in there.
Okay, so Tippecanoe is a little more rustic than some of your other state parks. There is no camp store. I think there's just under 100 sites. We're going to be in site 93.
No, there's more than 100 sites. We were in 102 at one point last year, I think, or the year before.
It's a nice, pretty drive back to the campsites from the main gate. It's springtime right now, so we haven't yet have any growth on the trees of new leaves. It really hasn't been quite warm enough just yet.
Horseman's Day use area.
There's some good trails here.
Horse trails.
Yeah, horse trails, and There's walking trails. And bike trails. It's pretty interesting. It's backing up for us.
Plus DNR.
Electric campground to the right.
Oh, I remember we pulled in over there to unhook. No
there's-
attendant on duty.
I suspect the DNR guy is behind us is going to follow us in. Okay, so we just got to find our site, Site 93.
Oh, they don't even have a camp post.
Really?
Yeah.
I see a tent. Way over there. I don't know if the camera's picking it up or not. Maybe we'll see it. Vehicles keep right. Okay, so
93.
93.
Sites.
23 through 112 straight ahead. So I guess there's at least 112 sites here. DNR is still following us, so they must be going to check us in. Not sure if we should. .42 through 112, just straight ahead, I guess.
We're at 32.
I really like Tippecanoe labeling the sites by marking out the front, and they keep this up. They don't let the numbers fade out like some other campgrounds we've been to, where you can't even really figure out what the site number is unless you look at the ones that are adjacent.
They cut down some trees.
But we're heading to Site 93, and we're at 53 right now.
93? I thought it was 92.
93. How did you get 92?
I don't know.
67 through 112 to the right. Oh, never mind. Yeah, you're right. I didn't see the arrow right. For some reason.
89. 69. $93, right?
Yes, 93. We have a lone tent camper here. It's kind of a sharp looking tent. I've never seen one quite like that.
Oh, that's really nice.
Okay, another 89 through 112. Highly recommend that you get to this campground in the daylight. Navigating through these parks at night, they do not put reflective paint on the signs, so you have to read each sign to figure out which direction you need to go.
93.
Okay,
right here. So I'm gonna straighten her out.
Okay.
DNR's behind us.
Yeah, they probably want to talk to us. We are here at Tippecanoe. It's dark out right now, so I don't got to take you outside. There's a big, beautiful moon out there, bright and shiny, and it is casting shadows. So that should be interesting. There are two, and I repeat, two other campers here right now. And DNR came over and greeted us as we were coming in the gate, or as we came into our camping space. And he said that they are not expecting anybody else this weekend. So he says you have the whole campsite pretty much to yourself, or the whole campground pretty much to yourself. So we are going to enjoy this weekend. Tomorrow is a work day, Friday. We will be working remotely. Already got the internet set up and checked. We don't need really fast internet. Right now we've got 8.7 megabits per second. Not sure if the T-Mobile is coming through right now, but it was just turned on a little bit ago, so it may not have kicked in yet. Next is dinner, and then probably off to bed. So tonight I was using the microwave heating up dinner, and towards the end of the dinner the microwave just went totally off, totally blank, and checked all the breakers. Everything else in the RV is working fine except for our microwave, and it's a convection oven, and it is just dark. So looks like part of this camping trip this weekend I'm going to get to troubleshoot this problem. I suspect that it's either the microwave has died, maybe there's a fuse in there that has blown, or it's somehow we've lost electric where it plugs in, and it plugs in behind this panel here. There's an outlet. I'll have to take that off and take a peek and make sure that the 115 voltage at the outlet is available. Come. So it's about 7, or it's actually after 8 here local time. The sun's just coming up. It's been up probably been up for a minute or two at least. Got to take the dogs out for their morning ritual. Come in. Izzy's being stubborn. She doesn't want to go. She wants to go eat breakfast. Come on, Izzy. Let's go. Come on. Come on. We're going to go for a little walk. Come on. She is putting her feet down. She does not want to go. She's funny. Once we get out here, she might acquiesce and say, okay, come on, Izzy, let's go. We want to go for a walk. Tippy wants to go. Tippy's all excited. This campground is empty except for the 3 people that are here, of which we are one of them. The DNR, when they came and gave us our receipt, told us that this guy over here is here for the solar panel installations, and he's in and out all the time. And behind us, which you can't really see right now, there's a tent camper with a bunch of kids. And Izzy is still lagging behind. She doesn't want to go. We won't go far, Izzy. I know you want to get back and eat, and you don't like being cold. It's about 32 degrees this morning. We're expecting a high of in the 50s. But that's the warmest it's going to be this weekend while we're here. Sheri's already started working. I want to show you the work setup that we have. We both can work remotely with our laptops. I'm 100% remote on my job, so I don't, wherever I'm at, as long as I have internet, I can work. Planning on taking a few more trips this year where I will have to work remote so that I don't use all my vacation time up. There's a number of trails in this park that are really decent, that for those that like to hike. I don't remember that they're terribly scenic. But this part of the area is really, really woody. So there's lots of woods and trees. The park has lots of trees. Most of the sites are stone, gravel, very rustic. There are a few that are a little bit bigger, which I think might be handicap sites. This looks like a campsite because it's very level, and it looks like it was paved. Guys, you're tangling me up. This is where the camp host normally resides. The little shed there is where they sell wood from. There is no camp host right now. We've met camp hosts in the past. They stay here usually for a month or two at a time. Trying to get you around here where we can see the camp, or the tent camper. I know they've got to be cold. Oh, there should be some footage of it, of their tent when we came in. Oh, looks like that's a truck camper. Couldn't tell that from where we were at over there. I didn't notice it last night when we came in. There you can see the tent camper. Let's see our rig. They're already out and about. They got fire going. Probably cooking breakfast. Sheri's usually the one that walks the girls in the morning, but she likes to get to work really super early so that she got overtime authorized this week, so she wants to maximize that by starting early. And she has to work until 4 p.m. Central, which is going to be 5 p.m. here since we're on Eastern Standard Time. So one thing we don't like about Indiana state parks is that most of them, except for one, Indiana Dunes, is in another time zone, and it's Eastern, and we're in Central, so we're always losing an hour when we come camping. This is our campsite. It's not bad. It's fairly level. Didn't have much of a problem getting to level. So I'm gonna go put the camera down, let the girls in. The little trash can by the door here, right here, we use that for the doggy bags when the girls do their business. Are you ready to go in, Izzy? You want to go inside? Well, you're gonna you gotta let me take your leash off. Okay, come on. Here we go. Tippy is 15 years old and she's still doing really well. So the morning ritual is to feed the girls their breakfast. It is their most exciting time of the day. dinner and breakfast. Stay. Back up. Back up. I gotta get this right. Good girls.
You'd think they'd never been fed.
You would, yeah. And it doesn't matter what time of the day or night, they are always, always ready to eat. So this is Sheri's workstation. She gets the table. We use a mount for the monitor, and then she uses her laptop screen as a secondary screen. And that's pretty much it.
I'm short a monitor from home because I usually use 2 monitors and the laptop screen.
Yeah, in case you didn't hear that, she uses 2 screens at home and a laptop. So this is my setup. I have a Mac laptop from work, and then I have a secondary screen that belongs to me that I use to extend my desk space on my laptop. Comes in really, really handy. It's not really much to see. This is just a fold-up table that we got a few years ago. We store it here in the RV just in case we need it. And it comes in very, very handy as a desktop for a computer, for a laptop. So this is how we work remote. Do you work remote as well? How do you have your setup? Do you use wireless, Wi-Fi? Do you use cellular? Do you do hotspots with your phones? How do you do it? Leave something in the comments below and let us know. So here's our site, Space 93. We got a close proximity tree over here, which was presented a little bit of a challenge backing into the site. We got I chalked the front wheels just in case, because the rear is just a tiny, it's not fully, I don't think it's fully contacting the ground. I can't really tell from here, but it's not what I would consider putting full weight on the rears back here. So I wanted to make sure that we don't move forward at all. Nice big tree here. If you come into this space, you definitely want to be a little bit further away from the tree, especially if you have long slide outs. It looks to be, I'm going to guess, about 18 inches from our awning to where the tree would be at. So if we had been over any further to the driver's side, we wouldn't have been able to put our slide out. But even if we positioned it so that it was right between the tree was right between the slides, and I guess got us close enough where we could connect to the Christmas tree power. Anyway, it's not a bad site. You got a picnic table. It was a little bit cold out here, so we didn't utilize it at all. And then the fire pit, which we did not utilize either this time. We didn't bring any wood with us, and there was no place to really get wood, because the camp host is where you purchase your wood, and there is no camp host here. Anyway, I'm going to give you another look around the campground. We have some people over here, and there's another trailer over there. There's a truck camper over here in this area, and then we got a Class A over here, an Ace. And that's it. Finishing up the weekend. This is Saturday afternoon, 4 p.m. in local. We are out for a stroll on Trail 4. It's a real short trail, but it's a little bit chilly. It's about 40 degrees right now. But the trail's nice and dry. At least at the moment. Got a lot of pine cones on the ground here. They're like all over the place. Took some of those up and used them for Christmas decorations. It's pink and gold.
So another great thing about camping is meeting great people. And here at Tippecanoe, we have met Pam and Tony. And they're from the Hebron area of Indiana. And we've been sharing some stories about where we like to camp, where we've been. They're going to Alaska next year. How cool is that?
Yep.
But anyways, thank you for letting us film you guys.
You're welcome. Thank you.
We'll
Nice
see you
meeting
guys later. All right. Thank
Bye.
you. So now is the time where we do the 3 things we like and the 3 things we don't like about Tippecanoe River State Park.
And we're going to start with the 3 things we don't like, as like we always do.
Well, Izzy is upset because she wants to run after a bird, so she might chirp like that every now and then. But anyways, the first thing that I don't like is, well, I love the park at any time of year, but during camping season, it is the worst. With 112 electric sites, it is filled every single weekend. And there have been a lot of campers who do not know the camping etiquette, so that drives me crazy. It is really tough to get into here during camping season. That's my first dislike.
Yeah, and again, just to call out for Camp Scanner, we don't get anything. We're not affiliated with Camp Scanner, but we have used Camp Scanner successfully to get into parks that are really busy. The only bad thing about it is you usually get notices about 3 a.m. in the morning, and you only have just a little while to make sure that you can secure that site. Anyway, number 2. Gosh, I forget what number 2 is. I can't remember what number 3 is either. We like this park so much. We've been here a lot of times. So what was the other dislikes that we had?
Well, I got another dislike.
Okay, go ahead.
They have one dump station, and there have been times when everybody has left at the same time, and there's a line up to utilize their dump station. They handled 2 vehicles at a time. There was one time when we were in the Sunseeker that the line was so long that the camp host came and told us to go to the horse area and use their dump site, which we did, and we got in and out real quick. But I don't like the lines when, and you're leaving kind of late, and so is everybody else. So it's the lines at the dump station that I don't really care for. To get people in and out a little bit faster, I think that they could use one more dump station to handle 4 vehicles. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. It is a little bit difficult with only one dump station. You're waiting in line behind everybody else unless you wait until as late in the day as you can. And for us, we typically like to leave the Indiana State Parks, around 12, 1 p.m. Just because we don't feel any need to leave any earlier than that. We got until 5 p.m., so we like to maximize our time while we're here. So number 3 in things that we dislike, I would have to say is that this is a very rustic kind of campground. The only thing you have is electric, and there is no, and I repeat, no camp store. It's one of the few campgrounds in this particular area that doesn't have a camp store that we know of. We would certainly like to have the camp store. When you're here in the summertime, sometimes you want some ice cream, and you want to stop at the camp store and pick some up, or you forgot something like coffee, and you need some coffee to get you going in the morning. Or, you just forgot the mustard or the ketchup. It's really nice to have that convenience to be able to go somewhere and pick that up that's close by. We always tow with us, so even though there is no camp store here, we can leave and go to the nearby town. Nearby town of Winamac has a Dollar General, which really is, and it's packed full of stuff. You can get stuff there like chips and milk and bread and a whole host of other things that you may have forgotten. You can get them there. Then there's Knox. It's not too far from here, and that's a fairly good sized city. And I believe they have a Walmart there. I don't remember. I know there's a Walgreens and there's a CVS. I don't know. There might be there might be a Walmart there too, but don't quote me on that.
I don't think so. But is that the end of our 3 dislikes?
That is. So
you can start with the likes.
So now it's time for the things that we like about this campground. One of the things, and that's very personal for us, is close. We can leave at 5 o'clock, and we can get here even in this late season after the daylight savings time has started. We can get here still in the daylight, which is really important for us. The space that we have, there's a tree that's very close to the entrance, and it makes it a little bit difficult to get into the space. So having that light when you're trying to park your RV in a very tight space is extremely important and very helpful.
In fact, it only takes us about, at the most, an hour and a half to get here. And Tippecanoe is in the Eastern time zone, so that puts us an hour ahead of our time zone, which is Central Standard Time.
So what would be the second thing we like about this place?
Oh, the second thing is, I think the hiking. We just finished Trail 3. It's a pretty easy hike, and we met a lovely gentleman in his 80s walking along, and we were talking with him for a little bit. That's a perk. Always nice to meet new people. We didn't want to ask his name. He seemed a little bit not wanting to give his name, and that's okay. But you still meet some really great people hiking, and he hikes the trails here at Tippecanoe quite a bit. And Trail 3 was very, very good because I'm out of shape, admittedly. And it was an easy trail, and I like the trail. I'm hoping that we can do more trails this year, but who's to say? I mean, it gets crazy here when it's summertime and everybody and their mother is here.
And I think the third like is, we just like this park.
Yes.
It's really, really rustic. You know, that was the downside. There was no general store, but that same, on the other side of the coin, the flip side of the coin, it's a certain sort of charm and
Yes.
a peaceful ambiance that you get from the park. Even when there's a lot of people here, it's still fairly peaceful. It's very well run. There's a camp host, and you can go buy firewood. And I just like the feel of this place, you know, with all the woods and the water nearby, with the Tippecanoe River. It's a very beautiful park.
And I agree with him. This is March. We've never camped here pre-season, and there's a few people here. Not many. It's just quiet. It's peaceful. It's very soothing. So yes, I agree with Mike. This is really a good park, and we really do like it. We come here as often as we can.
Yeah, you don't hear any train noise. You don't hear any highway noise. You might hear a helicopter or a jet flying over occasionally.
Dueling woodpeckers.
Oh yeah, the woodpeckers are really loud here. They can make a really loud sound that carries across the entire park. Yeah, they'll wake you up.
Yes, definitely. But it's a good thing. But other than that, I think that's it for our review of Tippecanoe State Park. Wow.
If you ever have a chance to come here, or if you've been here before, you know, leave some comments in the comment section below. We'd love to hear what you experienced and what you think of this park. Also, we'd appreciate it. We're trying to increase our subscriber base and get to that magic number of 500 subscribers. If you could give us a thumbs up and you could give us a subscribe, and if you do, hit that like bell, or that bell, not the like bell, there is no like bell. Just hit the bell and you'll get notifications when we output a new video. And you can expect a lot more videos over the weeks and months to come.
Definitely. It's 2024. We're looking forward to a brand new year, and we're going forward from here on out. So until next time,
Ride the wave.
On Island Time. Aloha.
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 Bye.
Aloha, everybody. Breezy. It's a stepping tree.
Yeah, look at the steps on this tree. You can actually probably climb it.
Like a rock wall. Crazy.
Look at that. No. And there's another one there. And there's another one up there. You could probably get all the way up this tree like a monkey.
That has TV?
Yeah.
We didn't want a TV.
Yeah.
Keep everything in place.
I'm like, we're not
Yeah,
going to use
so this
TV
is,
outside. I'm like,
Exactly.
An innovating
I mean, we
idea
don't use
of
the
what to
TV in
do with
there.
that spare
It's just,
TV that you don't like
you know,
on the outside,
grandkids,
or you
when
never
we got
use.
them, they put
So you just
TVs
take
on,
the
but other
TV
than that,
out,
it's not
and
happening.
Paul is
You know, so
Yeah.
repurposed this area as an outdoor cooking condiment station.
Yep. Yeah.
Great.
So until next time, ride the wave on Island
Island
Time.
Time.
Aloha, everybody.
Let's do that over.
Okay. So until next time,
Ride the wave.
on Island Time. Aloha.
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 Bye.
Aloha, everybody.
Uh,
We got a bloopers.
yeah, we got a bloop.
We got bloopers.
Bloopers. Okay. Well,
Little Miss
that's-
Izzy looks like she's cold,
She is cold.
but she also wants
Poor thing.
she also wants these birds.
Oh, she's ready to chase them down and make them fly away.
Yeah. There was some over there while you were talking, and she just had her gaze right there.
She's great.
Your ears are so cold.
So another weekend of camping at Tippecanoe is coming to a close. We're heading to the dump. Jeep is in tow. And today would have been a really nice day if we could have stayed a little bit longer. I would have really liked to have been able to stay a little bit longer.
Yeah, I think I would definitely say this is a win weekend. Hardly anybody here. We had the whole place pretty much to ourselves. We had another trailer come in earlier today, and we had one leave. It was the Class A that left. Tony and Pam that we met yesterday. So overall, this has been a good weekend. Hopefully we'll be able to come back this season, but we'll have to wait and see. So until next time, ride the wave on Island Time. See ya.
Bye.
It's a bug.
Want it.